Good day, everybody. This is Peter speaking. So, what I'm actually going to show you is that I actually created an application where I'm actually able to synchronize from the database to the MySQL server, t- from the MySQL server to the Express server, and back to the front end, which is React. So, I'm actually using MySQL, React, and Express. So speaking from there, the very first thing which I actually had to do is that I actually need to open up MAMP and and also can just do I just start up my server, then I go and I open the SQL Pro, and once I actually do open up a SQL Pro, I need to connect to my server. So speaking from there, what I'm actually doing is I'm using the um, localhost. Just hold on. That's MAMP. That is already like a sign just to tell you that the server is up and running. So now I can just set localhost. I can either type what is my localhost IP address, or I can just set localhost. And once I just click connect, then it will actually be able to provide me with those details. When you're using MAMP, the password and the username is route, as well as the password is route. Then in order for you to know what is the what is the port, go under preferences, and that is the port. That's right there. So a port which I'm actually using is 999 So one thing I can do, I test the connection. It's good. Then I can connect. Once I connect, then I'm able to know which database am I using. So I was creating for the tweet. So when I check, all my tweets are down as followed. So from here, I can just say cancel. My server is still up and running. Then the next thing which I actually have to open is actually Virtual Studio, because that's where I did all my coding. And I'm actually using Virtual Studio as well as I'm using the terminal of Visual Studio. um so from there, well, I'm just waiting for this actually to be reloaded. Not this, I don't need that. I don't need that as well. So let me check, because I've set it up to my virtual studio that I'm able actually to get all relevant file. I can just say okay. mm, okay, I've actually set it up into a way that I'm able actually to pick it up every details or everything. So once I'm just package JSON, well, I got to save those details because I still need those one. Okay, so speaking from there, thank you so much for being patient with me, and that's my server. No, that is my package.json. No, my codes actually. So from here, I've actually, you can see this is my package.json from the Express, which I actually installed. So I installed Express, and I was able to get to get the package.json, as well as I had to create the specific server. So in the server, what actually I'm doing is I had to install my MySQL with install globally MySQL. I had to install corps as well, and the reason of that is that the MySQL actually was able to allow me to pass down the query in order for me to do a connection from the server to the specific server in order to get all the information from the specific database. So now what I'm actually doing in the combine, you're actually gonna see better of it, and the specific query I'm actually getting all tweet information. For if I just, like, let's say I select all that and just copy that, just like going along with, so that everyone can see exactly what I'm doing. And if I just from there, if I just say run current, then I'm actually able to get all relevant to it, all details here. So if I say, from, it just depends on whatsoever I said, then I will be able. But This is exactly what I need. I need all these relevant details. So speaking from there now, from here, what I can do is I can start up my server with nodemon. The reason I'm starting with nodemon, um, uh, nodemon app.js. App.js is my server, and the reason of being nodemon, I've actually stated nodemon and as to be the starter, and the reason being is that because I don't want to be repeatedly um, refreshing my browser or reloading my server. So speaking from there, I can actually go to the server, which is 3003, and I just click. And the reason we off and the reason I've used combine, I mean Morgan, is based on this. I want to be able to get exactly these details, responding to route, as well as being able to give me all the relevant details which I required. Because here we can see it's a 8th of May, 8:37, and it's a gate which I actually had to get information from this, and this is my PC as well. It's able actually to tell me what software, what my operating system I have on the Mac. So I'm able to get all these relevant details. That is the main reason why actually I've used Morgan. So speaking from there, Corpse is actually able to transfer paths, and if I have to go down from here, I can see the first API which I've created is this, as it is the route password, route API. It's like the very first day dashboard, or we can normally people say landing page or whatsoever. So this is actually able to tell me exactly what I need to do. So if I go to this specific route, this specific API with a slash tweet, then I will be able to see all the tweets. So from here, it's the same thing which is happening here, and I just had a two to double two, which was actually wrong. So once I save these details, you can see Node.money is able to like reload my thingy directly, and from here, what I can do, I can just do a refresh. Then my server is already up and running. I don't have to cancel to cut off my server and restart or reload once again. Now I just have to refresh my browser. Then from here, what I can do is I just go there to tweet, and once I click tweet, and all my relevant details have picked it up. And I've just actually regarded, I give it a name as daughter. So from here you can actually see that um, all the details is required are as follow, and all the tweets and all the inquiry, there they are, and everything should be in the result. There's data, and there's my result, and my result is actually based on the specific query which I've called out. So this is actually our backend, which is the express section, connected together with MySQL, as well as the MAMP. So now from there, now we have actually to go to the front end. On my front end, I've actually created this is still in the same. I actually have it as Twitter. So what I do is I can just add another dashboard and just navigate to my the front end page. So once I have that, actually I'm typing it wrong. That is why it's not going in. That's TWITER, then PJ. No, 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 not PG, PJ. Twitter, PG. Okay, now I'm in. So one thing I can just do, I can just do an npm start. Once I do an npm start, what it's gonna do is that it's gonna load directly. Let's just go into the specific folder. I've actually created a body, so everything is in the body. So from here, I'm actually passing all the data. This is a API which is fetching all those relevant data, because if you can see, this is a server where all these details are. The specific server. That's the one which I'm fetching. I'm fetching that, then I'm actually responding it into datas, and then I'm setting it up under tweet where tweet is here. So I'm setting all the relevant details under tweet. Then from here, what actually I do is that all these relevant details must respond to data. So data is actually going to be as, let's say, the name, the name of that specific let's say those information. Let's say for instance, yeah, for those information. So if there's any error, you just have to catch any error for me. So yeah, the render tweet, this is actually able like to what exactly I want to be displayed. This is exactly what I want to be displayed. Then yeah, from here I've just rendered it, and I've actually said tweet this dot state. So speaking from there, I'm now getting all this information again, and I'm passing it on to this name tweet. I can change the name anytime, but I just want to keep the same name because that's what exactly I'm using upstairs. So from here, then I've actually created a map. A map is actually able like to go through all the relevant details as follow, and to display this, which is these specific details. And if now we go to our React app, then we can see it's actually displaying all the relevant details which I have. Let's say for instance, I want to add something. I can say 9, and let's say I say Ryan, and I said I have choice. Then yeah, ls. Then yeah, I can say um, mm, I am grateful for being part of this journey. Okay, just gotta bear with me. Um, okay, I'm grateful for being part of this journey. Let's say we say something like this, right? Then what we do, it is actually on our database. Then one thing we have to do is that when you come here, when you refresh, it automatically gets sent here. And if you have to look on your database, based on the fact it's already reloaded, it's not mon and it's already on your database, didn't have to react. The only thing, you just refresh the page and it's there. And if you have to look onto that, it's not yet here. But once you refresh that, then you see ads get pop up. And each time as well, you're going to refresh on your front end. It's also giving us an indication of where which is being used. You can even see this is this is a local host which is actually refreshing, and you can see what is the local host. Local host 3000, that is their specific local host. And one thing as well which I had to do with regard to passing all specific data from the backend to the front end was actually I had to create a proxy. So from a package.json, I had to set up a package, the specific proxy, and the specific proxy, that's exactly our the server, the backend server with this. I've actually used app.listening, the specific server that is our local host. And if you have to look at it as the specific local host, yeah, just excluding this. That's exactly what I had to do. So that is the app which actually just made with Express, React, as well as MySQL. So that's how it's displaying. And thank you so much.